Kitchen. Today I'm making Thai toast. I have a few friends coming over tonight and I'm making Thai toast for appetizer. If you like egg roll and if you like toast, this is a perfect combo for you. So it starts out with a ground pork, about a pound of ground pork. The recipe will be in the description. So the measurement and all that stuff. And ground shrimp. I just chop it. You could put it in food processor. And then garlic, finely chopped, smashed garlic. This is so good. It's crunchy, juicy, crispy, everything you will want, comforting. This is green onion, the white part and the green part. I have fish sauce, oyster sauce in here. Black pepper. Think about teaspoon. Put more if you like more, put less if you don't. You know, you could do white pepper as well. So it's up to you. Recipe are just guideline. It's what I like. You know, if you like more saltier, you could add a little bit more salt. If you like it sweeter, you could add a pinch of sugar. If you like it a little bit more colorful, you could add a teaspoon or, you know, of paprika. So I have fish sauce, oyster sauce, garlic, green onion, pepper, shrimp, and ground pork. Couple of eggs. These are nice big eggs from my sister-in-law's hen. And then it also called for finely chopped cilantro. I'm gonna mix everything well and then add some cilantro. I have a friend that's coming tonight for dinner and he doesn't like cilantro. So I'm gonna take some out after I mix everything well and set some aside for him so that it doesn't have cilantro in it. So, and then I'm wearing gloves because I don't like the shrimp and the ground pork and the egg in my fingernails. So, and you want to mix it really well. And you could make this a day or so in advance and just refrigerate it. You could even put it on your piece of bread. White bread works really well, and that's traditionally is white bread, or you could slice French bread, baguette, into pieces and then put it on. Use that as well too. But I have whole wheat because we eat whole wheat bread, so it works just as great. You want to mix it really good. And if you don't like shrimp, if you're allergic to shrimp, don't put shrimp. You could do ground turkey, ground chicken, ground pork. I never really tried with ground beef, so you could try it and let me know. Then you want to mix this really well. Make sure all the ingredients are in there. And then I have a bowl here that I'm gonna set aside. So I'm gonna put some mixture aside for my friend because he doesn't like cilantro. So you want to mix that really well. Now it's all nice and mixed. So I'm gonna put some aside for him for a couple pieces. It's only one person, so 3 pieces worth. Put that aside with no cilantro. And then the rest I'm gonna put cilantro in. I love the smell of cilantro this time of year. It's fresh from the garden. It smells so strong and fragrant. So nice and mixed. See, this is what it looks like. And then you could set it aside and let it rest as well. Gonna take off my glove. It's so nice because now my hand is all nice and clean. Gonna turn on my pan here. I'm gonna fry a couple for you to see. So you just take a piece of bread, any kind you like, and you take some mixture and then spread it on nice and evenly, because you want every bite to have a piece of meat mixtures. And you don't want it too thick, because you want it to cook evenly. Just make sure you spread evenly. And then if you want to get fancy, you could add a piece of chives from the garden right across, like that. Pinch it, just like that. And then this is an extra step. You don't need to do it if you want to make sure, you know, your egg mixture stays on there, but it does. And if you have extra eggs, you could dip this in the egg that you just beat. I just have a couple of eggs I beat up. Then I'm gonna dip this just to make sure that, usually you do this when you have the piece of onion or flowers or whatever on top, just to make sure it stays. So like that. It just is an extra step. You honestly don't need it. You don't need to do it. You could if you want. But because I have friends coming over, I'm gonna make it a little special for them. So if it's just me, I would not do that. The egg wash on top. Even though I'm special, I still, you know, it's an extra step I don't need. It honestly don't make that much difference. Like that. This one I'm going to put pansy on it. Just in the middle. Like that. Then I'm going to dip it in the egg wash. Just plain eggs. Just to make sure it stays. Just a quick. You don't want too much egg in there. Just like that. So I'm going to see if my oil is hot enough. And you could make these with the egg mixture and piece of the bread, and put it on a cookie sheet and then put it in the fridge until you're ready to fry it up. So I'm going to test my oil, see if it's hot enough. The way I test it, I usually use a chopstick, and if it bubbles around my chopstick, it's usually hot enough. So, not quite yet. I'm going to get a couple chopsticks to be ready when I have to turn it. So, and then there's a dressing that you eat with that. The dressing is simple syrup that is a vinaigrette that I usually have in the refrigerator at all times, because I use it for so many things, salads and spring roll, egg rolls, and pie toast and that sort of stuff. So I start out with simple syrup, then fish sauce, a little salt, crushed garlic, and crushed chili. And if you don't have that, and you still, even if you have that, I still like to add the Sambal ground chili paste. It is actually called ground fresh chili paste, Sambal. You could get this pretty much at any American grocery store now. So you put that, it's just a simple syrup, fish sauce, salt, crushed garlic, chili, and the Sambal, and lemon juice and vinegar. And then I'm gonna top it with crushed peanuts, green onion, cilantro, cucumber, and tomato. It's almost like a whole salad. So my pan is getting hot. So I'm gonna put, and you wanna put the ground pork mixture aside down, just to make sure that it cooks, you know, nicely. And it cooks about 3 minutes per side. You could, until it's nice and golden brown. And you want to make sure your mixture is nicely, you know, perfectly cooked. On a medium heat, because you don't want to you don't want to cook it too fast. You want to make sure your ground beef and shrimp is cooked perfectly. So when you cut it into square, you get this crunchy, crispy of the bread, but then you get this moist and juicy of the ground pork and the shrimp and the herbs in it. It's delicious. It's perfect snack and appetizer. So while this is cooking, I'm gonna do the rest of the mixture, and then I could refrigerate it for later. Then I'll show you when the other two are done. I'll show you how it looks. So this is how it, you just spread it, you know, take the mixture, spread it evenly. Make sure you spread it evenly. Don't go off the side. Kind of like spreading peanut butter and jelly, you know, but just don't make it too thick. Like that. I usually do a piece and a half per person. Once you cut it into square bite size and then add toppings and stuff, it's a lot. And you don't want your guests to be full with just one thing. You want to have varieties, and they want to, you know, you want them to enjoy dinner too and not just get full with the appetizer. Let me give this a look. See how nice and pretty? The egg just makes it more yellow, and it just kind of seals a little bit. And we'll cook the other side for another few minutes. But that's how it looks. So I'm going to cook that for a couple more minutes, and then I'll just continue working on the other mixture I have here. Thank you for the feedback on the recipe. It makes me really happy that you know, a lot of you have tried it and have sent me texts and emails and messenger and said that you tried the kwami or you tried this and that, and even your husband and son like it, and they don't usually like anything. That makes me really happy. And then certain things you just have to be patient. You know, certain things are new ingredients. So kind of like caramelizing the sugar for the kwami. It takes a little patience. But if you don't have time, just put everything in and let it boil, and then, you know, just make it easy. No one's gonna judge you as long as you try. It's better to try it and not try at all, right? But I appreciate all the feedback. And you know, if it's not good or if it's missing this or that, let me know. You know, it might be because the measurement's off, or we could walk it through together. I still have some more mixture, so I'll get more bread and then I'll finish that. I'll flip that one more time. Then get rid of this real fast. Get a cutting board. See how nice and golden that looks? Nice and golden brown. Could you imagine biting in it? It's basically fried bread, right? I'm gonna give this one more minute. And then you want to drain it. So then piece of strainer, cookie sheets, paper towel. Brown paper bag, just drain it somehow. But look how nice and pretty it's turning out. So I'm gonna turn this off. It's perfectly cooked. See? Nice and golden brown. nice and golden brown. Look how nice and pretty. So I'm gonna cut this up and let you see. I usually cut it in four to six. So I feel like 6 is a good number. And then for the dressing mixture, I'll put like the dressing, the simple syrup dressing that have the sambal, the crushed garlic, chili, fish sauce, salt, lime juice or vinegar in it. And then I'm gonna add some cilantro and mint in here and green onion. And there's diced up cucumber. It's almost like a salad on top of your Thai toast. And then I have tomato, diced up. You want everything small because the bite is small. And then I have freshly roasted garlic. Peanuts. And I crush it up. I'm gonna sprinkle that. Then you wanna mix it together. Mix that. Let me get rid of some of this stuff here. Get rid of some stuff so you could see. All right, let me grab a chopstick. So this is my piece of Thai toast, about bite size. And you could lettuce wrap this too. So you want to put, a whole bunch on once you're done. Then you want to put your vinaigrette that have diced cucumber, tomato, cilantro, green onion, roasted peanuts, mint, whatever you have and whatever you like. You want to put that on top. See, you could just line it all up. I love to do lettuce wrap with this. It's kind of like an egg roll wrap. So this bite have a little bit of everything. Ground pork, ground shrimp, all the seasoning, the vinaigrette with the cucumber and the tomato, freshly roasted crushed peanuts, mint, cilantro, green onion. So this is a perfect bite. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your support and I hope you give this a try. You will love it. It's so good. Have a nice day.